Hello and welcome to the very last Vlogmas of 2020. I'm really showing my amateur baker colors right now. Oh no. Oh my goodness, that is delicious. What problems do you face in your relationship / how do you deal with them? Not gonna lie, it's definitely bittersweet. I'm obviously excited because we're getting close to Christmas, and I'm sad because I really loved making these vlogs, and I'm sad because it means that Christmas time is almost over. Since this is obviously the last Vlogmas, I wanted to do something very Christmassy and festive, so we are going to be making ginger snap cookies. I thought about doing gingerbread men and like decorating them, but honestly, they're not as delicious as ginger snap cookies. They're just like a lot more satisfying to eat than like a crunchy, hard gingerbread man. So I'm going to be making chewy ginger snap cookies today, and I am so excited. And then after, Josh and I are gonna do a little quiz, like a couples quiz, and then I'm also gonna sprinkle in some fun like Christmassy questions in there. I actually asked in my Instagram stories last night for you guys to submit some questions for us, and I got quite a few really great questions. So excited to get into that. But now it is time to bake. I've already got my oven preheated to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've got all of my ingredients here. So let's get started. This is the recipe I'm using. It's from wholefully.com. Wait, jump to recipe. Here we go. Chewy gingerbread cookies. Oh my goodness. I've got my bowl here and all of the ingredients. That's my tripod. Not a very Pinteresty or Pinterest-worthy baking setup, but it is what it is. I've just noticed that the recipe says to use like a mixer bowl thing with a paddle attachment. I do have a KitchenAid, but it doesn't have a paddle attachment. So I think what I'm gonna do is just use like a wooden spoon or spatula and try to get the same result. This is the only attachment I can find for our KitchenAid. So I'm just gonna do my best, I guess, with like a something else. This is, I think, the best I have. I'm gonna try to make this work. I'll let you know how it goes. I've got my 1.5 sticks of butter here. I'm gonna pop it in the microwave for like 10 seconds just to make it soft because it just came out of the fridge. And then add my sugar and then whip it up. I'm adding my sugar into the butter. This is a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar. I'm just creaming together the butter and sugar. I think that I might have melted my butter a little bit too much, but you know what? We're just gonna go with it. Like a fork might work better. Yeah, I see what they're saying about using the mixer because your little chunks of butter are hard to get smooth. I'm really showing my amateur baker colors right now with the fork and no mixer, but you know what? We make it work. Add in the molasses, egg, and vanilla and mix until well combined, okay? I've already got butter on my sweater right there. All right, the egg is in. I need 1/4 cup of molasses. I'm gonna do 1/4 cup of this. You know how people say like something is slow as molasses? It's honestly not that slow. Oh, too much. Put a little bit back in. This is messy. Oh no. Well, I've already messed up in a major way because I was supposed to add both of the sugars with the butter, brown sugar and regular sugar. So off to a great start. I'm gonna try to just dump the egg out. I'm gonna pour the egg into, oh gosh, probably best that you don't see this part, honestly. Okay, didn't go too bad. There's definitely still some like egg white in here, but most of the egg is now in there. I think I might be able to salvage this. I'm not gonna let my mistakes define me as a baker today. I'm adding 1/2 cup of brown sugar. I believe this is dark brown sugar, yeah. Okay, come closer, come closer. All right, I'm mixing in the brown sugar like I was supposed to do in the first place. I wish I had a spatula, but ours went missing, so I'm gonna use my finger instead. Don't worry, they're clean. Our spatula went missing about a month ago, and I think I left it I think I brought it to my brother's house to bake something over there, and then I left it there, and then I just keep forgetting to ask them about it. So one day I will get a spatula back, hopefully. But honestly, this fork, it seems to be doing the trick. Stunningly beautiful. Okay, now I can add in my egg and my molasses and my vanilla. Whoa, this looks cool. I am using this cute little vanilla bean paste from Trader Joe's. It says to do a teaspoon, so I'm just gonna kind of eyeball it. I don't know if this is a good idea. Okay, that's probably enough. I think I put a little bit too much, but that's good. Mix until well combined. Look at that swirl. Good. Okay, next I have to add in the baking soda, cinnamon, ginger, cloves, pepper, and salt. And you guessed it, I also lost my measuring spoons about a month ago when I brought them over to my brother's house to bake. So I'm just using a regular spoon. This is amateur hour. 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves, pinch of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Okay, I'm gonna do that now. All right, we're mixing in all of the spices and the salt. I'm just mixing in the flour, 1 cup at a time. I am making quite the mess over here, but you can't see that. By the way, this is the flour that I'm using. Sorry about all the mess, but you know. Okay, add the rest. Okay, the dough is ready to be chilled. I actually have to chill it for 30 minutes in the fridge before I roll them into little cookie dough balls. So I'm gonna cover this, pop it in the fridge, and then clean up my area while this is cooling, chilling. Alrighty, the dough has been chilled for 30 minutes, and I'm gonna start rolling them into 1-inch balls, and then I'm going to roll them in this granulated sugar. Oh my goodness, that is delicious. Okay, I'm gonna put you down here and try to do a time lapse, perhaps. These are going in the oven. This recipe says they only need to be in the oven for 7 to 8 minutes, which is good because I have all of this left over. I guess it makes 2 batches. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll these out onto a separate cookie sheet and then just swap them out whenever those are ready. The first batch is out and they look so good. I love the little crackly tops. They were in for about 8.5 minutes and I think they're perfect. Second batch is out of the oven and they look so cute. Look how puffy they are. I'm just editing the vlog and I realized that I never showed you me taking a bite of the cookie or explaining how unbelievably perfect and delicious and just heavenly they were. So I'm just popping in here to let you know that that's the case and that they're pretty much all gone. I gave a bunch of them away to my family and I'm planning on making them again tomorrow for Christmas Eve. So just thought I would let you know that they were amazing and I highly recommend. I will leave the recipe in the description box if you want to make them. All right, now on to the couple's somewhat Christmassy Q&A. So I was finally able to wrangle my husband to do a little couples quiz with me for the last day of Vlogmas. I actually asked on Instagram yesterday for you guys to submit some questions for us. Anything, you could ask anything you wanted.
How many questions?
There's only, well, we had like 6 submissions, so not a ton, but it's gonna be fine because they're actually quite deep questions, so I feel like it will be good. And then I am gonna sprinkle in a couple more Christmassy questions in there. All right, first question comes from Squid Weird, is her Instagram name. She asks, what problems you faced in your relationship / how do you deal with them? What problems, babe?
Oh, flawless relationship.
We don't have any problems, what are you talking about? Obviously there's many, I feel like as in any marriage, there would be like several different problems. Yeah. I like to see them as growth opportunities. Every problem or argument or issue that we have always turns out to be, like when we work through it, I always feel so much closer to you. I feel like we both grew, learned a lot, and then you move forward and things just get better from that point. So yeah, I don't like to think of them as problems, but I guess some conflicts that we've had. Yeah. Would be the 2 that are coming up for me first, and you can definitely let me know yours too, are finances and communication. And also communication about finances. I feel like it all kind of goes hand in hand. Everything comes back to communication in marriage, honestly. But I feel like one of our biggest struggles, especially in the first couple years of marriage, was making sure that we're both on the same page.
That's the biggest thing, yeah.
Yeah, and just like budgeting and sticking to a budget and just having clear guidelines and boundaries about money.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we could do a whole video about that sort of thing. Okay, so those are the issues: finances and communication. She said, how do we deal with them? You just have to be open and honest and just communicate.
Yeah, I think as long as you're constantly communicating and you're on the same page, like weekly, bi-weekly, monthly.
Yeah,
just setting
touch base
goals.
with each other on these things like very often.
Just having a bigger picture and like a goal, something to go towards, whether it's buying a house or a
Right.
car or even just saving to invest it in something.
Exactly. I think setting goals together has been huge. I feel like something that's helped us with communicating better is really trying to listen to the other person first.
Yeah.
Instead of just listening and trying to think of your response the whole time. Like just sitting and listening without trying to come up with a response right away, or like trying not to be emotionally reactive, and just listening to the person and what they need.
Yeah, just converse and communicate properly. I mean, just basically thinking before you speak. Simple, but it's hard.
Next question is from Ella Payne, and she asks, what is a place you want to travel after COVID and why? Love your videos. Thank you.
Definitely New Zealand and or Canada.
Yes, New Zealand because his family's there and we're actually supposed to be there right now for Christmas. And then also I have lots of cousins and my grandma and aunties and uncles in Canada that we love to visit. All right, next question. What is your favorite feature about one another? That's nice. Feature as in like physical feature, I'm guessing is what they mean.
These cheeks.
What do you mean?
It's perfect.
The cheekbones? That's your favorite feature on me? Is my cheekbones?
That's it. It's one of my favorite. It's not my favorite.
What the question is, favorite feature?
Is it really? Probably your lips, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah, it's perfect shape, proportion,
It's nice.
feel good.
Okay, nice, thank you. Honestly, it's hard to choose because you've got everything on your face is perfect.
Okay.
Your eyes, definitely. You just have the biggest, warmest, most delicious, cozy brown eyes in the world. And I love them.
That's
But
nice.
also your lips as well, because they're so freaking juicy and delicious. Okay, next question is from Erica Santiago. She's the sweetest. She asked, who are your celebrity crushes, yours and the hubby?
Celebrity crushes.
Yeah,
Well, I don't have
for
any.
each of us. Everybody knows your celebrity crush.
Who?
Tori Kelly.
No, used to be.
And it just stopped one day, miraculously?
Yeah.
Okay. He used to have a crush on Tori Kelly right when I met him.
Oh,
She
yeah.
was like popping off. It was when she was really popular. And he tried to take me to one of her concerts, but like, what was the deal?
I did?
Yeah, you wanted to, you were gonna go to a concert of hers, but then it was when I was in town or something, so you chose me over going to the concert with her. And that's when I was like, dang, he likes me.
Oh my goodness.
Who do you think is my celebrity crush?
I have no idea. Jason Mraz?
No.
He's on the list, I know that.
Absolutely not. He's so not cute. I love his music. Obsessed. No. The only one that comes to mind, and it's not even that big of a crush, it's like once a year when I watch this movie
Oh.
from the holiday.
So you watch it once a year?
I've told you this before, yes. Jude Law. But only in the holiday. Like, it's the only movie I've ever really seen him in.
That's why you want to
And
watch it.
I think he's cute. Our friend Dana. Hey girl. She asks, what have you learned in this past year about your relationship? That's a great question. I feel like something, and I don't know if this is like what we've learned together in our about our relationship, but personally for me, I feel like I've been better about, instead of like if we have a conflict and I always want to deal with it right away and get it over with and like talk it out right then, and I'm like very emotional and like heated all the time about things, and that never usually ends well. Like usually it would end in like you know, getting in a really bad fight. I feel like I've been better about realizing when I get to that highly emotional place and like cooling off and like just walking away and not reacting in the moment, and just like letting myself like cool down, and then coming back together like an hour later whenever we, you know, feel better, and talking it out calmly with our heads on straight, you know?
Yeah, and I think that I usually leave it too long. Just trying to find the happy medium where it's not waiting too long, but still giving it space when things need to breathe.
Okay, this is the last question that I got from Instagram. It's from Shahid's Rose. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. She asked your birthday signs. I'm assuming this means like your horoscope, like what our horoscopes are.
Cancer?
You're Cancer, yeah. But you're on the cusp of something else. Gemini.
Yeah, that's what I was about
But
to say.
I think you're more a Cancer than Gemini.
Yeah. What about you?
I am a Scorpio. And Cancers and Scorpios are supposed to be a very good match. We're not like super into astrology.
No, but those are our signs.
Yeah, but those are our signs. Okay, now I'm gonna ask a few Christmassy questions so we can get in the festive, Christmassy mood. What is your favorite Christmas memory?
Mammoth.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That is such a good one.
My first time actually like being on slopes, like walking around at the slopes ever, basically. But
That was our first Christmas together. We were
Yeah.
engaged, and it was Josh's. It was your first snowy Christmas, right?
in the US, yeah.
That was so
Oh
special.
no, ever. What am I talking about in the US? Yeah, ever.
Yeah, obviously it would have been summer in New Zealand.
Yeah.
That was such a special trip. That's honestly it for me too. And specifically when we went to the hot spring, the natural hot spring, at like 9 or 10 p.m. on Christmas night, it was so magical.
Oh, yeah,
and we swam. It was just like me, Josh, and my mom and my brother, and it was just such a fun special Christmas. And we skied for a few days,
That was
and
great.
it was so cozy. We made good food.
We've got to do that again soon.
What is one holiday tradition that, or like Christmas Day or Eve, any sort of Christmassy tradition that you would want to start when we have a family?
Go on a ski trip every year.
Ooh.
Snowboard ski trip. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I think that's fun, like right after Christmas for New Year's, a ski
Oh,
trip. That
yeah.
would be amazing.
That'd be nice.
I love that idea. I second that idea. Mine going the more like,
Traditional.
yeah, traditional like kids, like having little kids route would be always leaving out carrots and like treats for the reindeer. I feel like for some reason that was just like the most magical part to me when I was little, is my brother and I would leave out obviously milk and cookies for Santa on the fireplace, and then we'd put carrots outside for the reindeer, and my brother and I would like literally go by ourselves, make sure our parents weren't around, and hide them around the house. And
Really?
somehow, yes, somehow every single time we checked them in the morning and they were all like nibbled up, and like my mom would like, I don't know, make them look all eaten and stuff. It was so cute. And that always felt super magical, and like it was so real to me. So that's a cute one, I think.
Yeah.
What are your top 2 or 3 favorite Christmas movies?
Home Alone.
Really? The first one?
I mean, I don't know many Christmas movies. That's definitely a good one. Actually, we just watched Christmas with the Cranks.
Oh yeah.
That's a good one. It's a good old school one.
It's a cute one, yeah.
And then,
This is funny, these are not on my list. Neither of those, not even close. They're good, but
oh, what's the one with Tim Allen?
Santa Claus?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, we just watched that. It was actually a pretty good one.
Really?
Like I said, I don't know many Christmas.
I fell asleep in that
Thanks.
one.
It was good. It was really good.
I cannot believe those are your top 3, because none of those are even close to my list. But I would say mine would definitely be Elf.
Oh, yeah.
Is that not on your list?
Yeah, take away Santa Claus. Put Elf there.
It's so good. It's a Wonderful Life. That's like #1 always of all time, not even just Christmas. Elf, It's a Wonderful Life, and Love Actually. It just never gets old. And also The Holiday. I love it.
Are those even Christmassy movies?
Yes! Are you joking?
The Holiday?
Love Actually is so Christmassy.
The Holiday?
Yeah, it's a little bit Christmas.
It's got snow.
No,
Is
it's
that what
over
you're saying?
Christmas. It's the Christmas break. It's over Christmas.
Okay.
What are you most excited about for Christmas Day?
Opening the first present.
Really?
Yeah.
That's sweet. That is like such an exciting moment.
Yeah.
I kind of agree, but for the sake of saying something different, I think probably just like after everything's done, you've had like your huge Christmas lunch, brunch, whatever, you've opened presents and you're just laying on the couch watching a Christmas movie with a cup of hot chocolate and just like being around family and just having that vibe of like, I don't know, just quality family time and chilling by the fire, just like having nothing to do all day but just like relax and play games and
Yeah.
just be with family.
Yeah, definitely.
What is one of your New Year's resolutions? This isn't like that Christmassy, but it's, you know, it's the holidays.
Read.
Read more?
Yeah.
That's a good one. He has a stack this big. I can't even
Okay,
fit
no
in
need to
frame.
divulge into that. Just,
Books that he's not read.
just
and
read
that's
more.
it too.
Thank you. What about you?
Mine, actually, the first thing that comes to mind is to write more. That's funny. Reading
Yeah.
and writing is our resolution. That sounds so lame and
Yeah.
boring. But no, I do really want to write more. Just like my morning pages, more journaling, more blog posts, just writing in general.
Yeah.
I want to do more of that this year. And then also bring back our date nights.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty good at it for a while, but then the last few months of the year we kind of sloped and
we were good, yeah.
Haven't been super intentional about our date nights, so I would like to do that.
Yeah. I think no more than like a handful of goals for the year. Just things that you can really focus on rather than kind of do too much.
Yeah. I always write down like 50 goals and then I shoot myself in the foot because I'm just setting myself up to disappoint.
Just the fact that just build a discipline and consistency to do
and having very realistic
those
goals
things.
Where you can still have a life. Okay, that's the quiz.
Well, thanks for having me.
It ended up being kind of fun, huh?
2020, yeah. Christmas extravaganza. Quiz extravaganza was fun.
Thanks for joining me, Josh.
Anytime.
This is the end of Vlogmas.
It is?
Yeah, but it's not the end of my vlogs. I'll be vlogging lots and lots all throughout 2021. It's another resolution of mine to be totally consistent with my YouTube channel and growing this baby into the millions.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching Vlogmas and being a part of this with me. It's been so fun and such a joy to have you watching and supporting and leaving your really sweet comments. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it is nice.
Thanks for your support. What a year it has been. I'm excited to be closing it off, relaxing, and I will see you in 2021. I hope you have a very Merry Christmas. I hope you get to spend it with your loved ones and hope that you stay safe and healthy and have a great end to your year. Be kind to yourself and set realistic goals for 2021.
Yeah.
But also dream big.
Merry Christmas. Happy
So
New Year.
cringe. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the two of us. Bye.